My test. All right, we are good to go.
Maybe. It's gonna be one take, man. It's gotta be one take. What's good, YouTube? It's Dodge Man here, back with another video. Today's video is just a little training video, a raw one at that. Just to preface, I'm gonna be saying preface a lot. And this is just gonna be a little snippet of Sheiko style training. Specifically, it's gonna be a max out week, or as Sheiko enthusiasts like to call it, as a test week. It's basically built into the program, usually around 4-5 weeks out. If you're heading into a meet, it's a good way to test your openers. If you're just training, it's a good way to max out, deload, then repeat the program. All right, I'm planning to release a guide out soon, just, a little basic Sheiko style programming guide. I'm gonna release that after my meet, just so it has a little bit more heft to it, the most recent progress. You guys can believe me more, I guess. All right, just get into the max out / test week. I got my little computer here, just so I can have a little template of what's going on. So day one, basically this is separated in 3 days. Day 1, day 3, and day 5. Basically just means Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So day 1's gonna be a light day where I'm gonna squat like 3 sets of 2 at around 185 kilos or 405 pounds. And then I'm gonna do bench 4 sets of 2 at around 105, 110-ish kilograms. That's at 236. So then I'm gonna do abs after. So whatever I just said, whatever I just did, I'm gonna flash it somewhere on the screen. So let's get into that. It's gonna be quick, it's gonna be easy, painless even. Easy even. Let's get into it. All right, so now that you've seen that, now not much to talk about that day. Just a light day, just to prepare me for squatting big, benching big, and deadlifting big. Wednesday, day 3, we're gonna go into the heavy hitters. It's gonna be maxing out on squat, maxing out on bench. So I'm gonna flash that workout on the screen right now. So what you're about to see is 475 pounds or 210 kilograms, I want to say. I'll flash it on the screen, don't worry. I'm not that good with conversion. The spreadsheet says pounds because I'm using pound plate right now, but I'm a kilo guy, so we're gonna fast forward to where I'm gonna be squatting for just singles, because nobody wants to see 2 sets of 1 at 190 kg. That's okay. Let's go to the clip. All right, moved. As far as I can remember, it moved fast. But let me preface this. This is the first preface, by the way. Let me preface this with saying I was bloated as fuck that day. I ate a lot. I ate a lot in squats. I think before squats, I ate like 6 protein pancakes and a lot of pasta. I don't understand why I ate so much. That led me to being bloated, and the bar's already feeling pretty heavy, which is uncommon for me because squat is my best lift. And I just, I slowly realized as the weights were getting heavier, I couldn't breathe at the bottom of the squat. My belt was too tight. But if I went a notch looser, it would have been a little bit too loose for my liking. And once that happens, I tend to lose tension throughout my whole body in the squat if the belt is not just right in tightness. So I was in a dilemma, let me preface again, squat did not go how I wanted to. So let's go to the second single. This one's at 227.5 kg or 500 pounds.
And forward.
And it moved. I don't know, looking back, it felt hard. I'll be honest, it's like an RP8. And going to this max out for squats, I was thinking if I'm gonna try to go 230 or 237.5, or let's say 525. If 525 moved like an RP7 and below, I would go for 550 or 250 kg. But seeing as 500 or 227.5 kg went felt like an RP8 already. I was like, nah, man, this is not gonna happen. So as you can see in the squat, the final attempt, which is like 100 to 105%, for like sets of 1 to 2. So basically, Sheiko was making you pick if you're gonna do 1 max out or 2. So basically, if you're just gonna go for openers or gonna go for a little bit of a max out attempt. So what I did was there's a range that's real, right? 525 to 551, or roughly around 237, 238 to like 250. So I was thinking I'm just gonna do in the middle, somewhere in the middle, like 241 kg, because I'm not feeling it. And let me preface this again. Look at my feet. My stance is abnormally wider in this next clip than it was last clip, if you were paying attention. And it just goes to show that I wasn't comfortable in the weights, you know. But I'll talk about that. I'll touch upon that a little bit later. First, here's the clip. So 241 moved like RP9, disappointed RP9. I think it had to do with just the mechanical pattern, the movement pattern just wasn't there. I don't know why I moved my stance out. I guess that's what's the most comfortable for me at that point. I was bloated, you know. I'm telling you, my stomach was just it was like that, and I guess moving it out made it feel more comfortable. But I still couldn't breathe at the bottom of the squat. So, man, I don't know, man. Just my feeling. I'll touch upon the feeling of just not meeting the goals I wanted to meet later at the end of this little training recap week. But for now, we'll head to bench. So bench is gonna be quick. Here's the only single warm up for bench, which is 285 or like close to 130 kg for a single. And here it is. And it moved fine. Actually moved fast. The pause could have been a little bit better, but in general, bench has just been feeling really good. But this is where the dilemma stuck. As you can see, it says there on the spreadsheet, it's 315 to 330, which is like 145 to like 155, something like that. And it's like that, you know. I've never touched anything above 300 in my life, by the way. But I didn't make that much gains on Sheiko bench last time I ran this program, so I inflated my maxes to like 145, 315 kg, and that's what you're seeing here. And that's why the warm-ups are so fast for bench. But basically, I was thinking maybe I should go 315 or 145. That's like American 3 plates, right? But you know, I'll talk about this more later. But to just rate it all, sum it all up. But I didn't go for it. I decided I'd just go for 308 pounds using micro plates or 140 kg. Because I knew I had 140. I didn't, you see, when I have like 100% into a lift, I'll go for it. But the 315 or 145, I didn't have it in me that day. It wasn't there. I felt like I was 50-50 on it. And once that happens, you know, I'm not gonna attempt it. If I'm not 100% confident I am, you know, I know it's kind of a weird mindset, but if I'm not 100% I am sure that I'm gonna make it, I'm not gonna attempt it unless it's a meet. So in training, I always want to develop confidence. So here's a clip of 140 kg or 308 pounds. All right, what you saw there was it's pretty good single, man. Like, let me preface this: 140 kilos is actually 3 plates in kilograms, but in pounds is not. It's the closest you can ever get, 315. So I'm really happy with that, even though it's not the goal I set out for. You know, 140, 3 plates in kg. I'm officially out of the 2 plate club in kg. Still a poverty bencher, especially for my body weight, but I'm happy with it as long as I'm making steady progress. All right, that's done. Bench done. Day 2 done. Now let's head on to day 3. Too much talking, man. Like, for day 3, I'm gonna have bench and deadlift, just a little light bench. I think it's just trying to emulate the meet, but okay. I'll break this down a little bit further in the guide, but bench first, Nothing to it. It's like 110 for like 3 sets of 2, 4 sets of 2. Really easy. Wow, this moved really easy that I'm surprised even. So here it is. I'm gonna take a sip of this monster and we'll get it back to bed. Deadlift. All right. Now the deadlift, the most exciting part of this whole journey. So deadlift, we just skip right into the singles, which I didn't do for a single. So it was 210 kg or 460 pounds. I was supposed to do it for a single, but I did it for a double, which in hindsight, I don't know why I did that, but the good thing about that is it went real smooth. So here it is. Yeah, as you can see, it went real smooth, no hiccups. Next single is 520 pounds or 236 kg. For a single, this is the last warm-up set. So 237, here it is. Moved real good. Like, this is probably the best that I've actually moved this weight forever. And like, it is the best, objectively speaking. My hips are good, my back is good, straighter back angle. Like, I don't deadlift with a real straight back angle because I don't know, something about to do my torso and my femur length, but I'm not gonna go into that. But it's just, whenever I pull, it just puts me in a really awkward position that looks like, you know, my back's gonna be compromised, but it's not. It's like, you know, to each his own, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, one cue though that has helped me maintain a straighter back and just an overall better positioning on deadlifts is just clenching my butt cheeks. Oddly enough, you know, that has helped me a lot in like just getting to proper position, being tight. I never really used to understand what they meant, what people meant when I was just browsing YouTube tutorials and whatnot, to get tight as fuck, you know. I just realized I wasn't really getting tight as fuck on any of my lifts. Once I started clenching my butt cheeks, because I already knew how to properly set up for the upper body, but my lower body was always just kind of more lax than my upper. And once they all became tense, everything just kind of started to fall into place, if you will. You know, in squats, I've also started to learn that, you know, clenching the butt cheek. Because I've been flexing my upper back, just trying to keep this whole area here tight. And then once I've learned to get the butt cheeks tight, you know, once I clench my butt cheeks, it kind of like tenses up my quads, my hamstrings, you know, my everything basically. And it just makes me more comfortable, more smoother lift. And I think it's a very underrated thing. And it is. Like, I've heard that a lot in YouTube videos, that clenching your butt cheeks is an underrated thing, and it is. Like, if you get used to you doing that kind of a movement pattern, it's going to help you in the long run get better on your lifts and basically just stay injury free, you know? So I wanted to go in 100%. I knew I can hit this. So I just decided to go 585 or 266 kg, which is coincidentally 6 plates on pounds. And yeah, retrospectively, it was a great decision for me. And yeah, enjoy this clip because I actually did. So 585, 266 kg, moved like an RP9, clenching butt cheeks worked. It was speechless because I'm telling you, like, you can check my Instagram to see what my form was back in January, but I was always incontent. Is that the right word? I was just not content with like my form on deadlifts. That, man, it's so happy, so fulfilling to see my deadlift just have better form, and I feel like it's going up finally. You know, after years of just using all back, just no tightness. My lower back always gets injured. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. So that concludes the Sheiko test max out week. And I'll end this little video training, whatever this became, with a little snippet of what I learned. You know, I posted a little shower thought on my Instagram before, but it's basically summed up what I thought. It's basically that, you know, I came into this max out week looking to hit specific numbers. You know, 250 kg squat, 45 kg bench, and like a 272.5 deadlift. So that going to the meet, I can hit like a 400 Wilks or whatever. Like, I had so much goals going in, and none of them actually got met. And it just got me to realizing that it's okay. You know, it's so, like, a lot of people tell you not to chase these numbers, these goals, but like, what this max out week made me realize is it's okay. You know, it's okay to chase and not get them at this time, because if you put in the work, you'll eventually get there. But what will hinder you more is like putting your ego at the top and saying, no, I gotta get this now. You know, it's not about being the fastest, it's about getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's about your journey towards getting to your goals. And sometimes you gotta drop your ego and say, okay, you gotta realize it takes time. You know, your progress is not always gonna be the same for each training cycle, you know, and it can be applied to, you know, any aspect of life really, but it's not going to be the same. And at the end of the day, what you got to realize is progress is motherfucking, oh shit. Progress is motherfucking progress. And as long as you're making it, your strides are equal. They're never changing. You're always making some sort of leap, some sort of bound into something you've never been to before. You know, no matter how small those leaps and bounds may be. I think you should be happy with yourself with that, but not to the point where you're satisfied, you know. I may not be where I want to be at the moment, but I'm closer to my goal now than I was if I never tried or if I never attempted to go faster, you know what I'm saying? Make progress, because progress is what drives you for growth. And yeah, man, like, the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're going to be like, you know, those little PRs, they add up, and like, you're going to be pretty, it's hard to explain, but, you know, okay. I'm just going to end this here. I might ramble on too much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. And as always, if you liked the video, learned something from it, sparked something in you, and maybe you should give this video a like. Maybe you share it, subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.